The cook we're doing today is the best part of the cow, and in the United States, hardly anyone knows about it. First time I've ever bought anything from Meat and Bone. I figured if I'm going to try them out, I'm going to do it the right way. So got a Wagyu Picanha. Picanha is the best part of the cow in a lot of people's opinion, especially outside of the United States. It's the cap off the sirloin muscle. And traditionally it's left with the fat cap on one side. Shouldn't be a whole lot of trimming that's necessary, but there may be a little bit here and there. This was shipped to me fresh and never frozen. So that means, especially if you watched my video about the difference between meat that's frozen and meat that isn't, you know that this is going to make a difference. Wonderful marbling in the meat. Now we do have a little bit of hard fat right here, and so I'm going to trim just little stuff like that off and try my hardest to not take any meat. And let's just check the back, and what I'm looking for here is the hard fat. So this isn't too bad, but it just feels hard to the touch, and so that tells me it's not going to render properly. So anything that feels hard to the touch, I'm just gonna very carefully only trim away what's hard. The rest of this, well, that's what's going to give us our flavor. Now the best thing to do as far as seasoning is just a little bit of coarse salt. Now we're going to hit it with a little bit of black pepper. And we're going to go with a little Kinder's wood fire garlic. And now we're going to just kind of take note that the grain is running from this side to the point. And so that's how we want to slice this when we're done. I'm going to do this a little bit different than I traditionally do with a picanha, and it's just to try it out. Traditionally, I cut this into about 1.25 1.5 inch steaks. And then the final cut would be across the grain, and that's how you get the most tender meat, is by cutting across the grain. We're gonna prep it like we do a brisket and cook it like we do a steak. All right, so it's been sitting here dry brining right outside here, because it's only 40 degrees outside, for about 2 hours. So that's gonna help, and you can see, draw the moisture out, and then the moisture will retract back inside the meat, but it's gonna take some of the salt, pepper, and the flavoring that we put on it. So that dry brining is, you know, it doesn't have to take a really long time. You can do it fairly quick. It just takes a couple of hours for it to be fairly effective. So we're going to be using the PK360, which has been my grill of choice here recently. And we're going to do it indirect over here on the indirect side. We're going to draw the air up, through, and then out this top vent. And we're going to get the coals nice and hot over here. And this is where we're going to sear it and finish this guy off. So we're going to cook indirect to about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we'll start searing each side over here. Using regular charcoal as compared to lump for this cook, because the lump charcoal just burns so fast, I think it would cook out before I got the picanha done. Oh, that's nice and hot. That's perfect. So what I want to do is, while the grill's still coming up to about 550, I'm going to go ahead and put the steak on the indirect side and just kind of let it start acclimating and start cooking. And then stick it down nice and tight. And we're just going to start getting some smoke on it, getting some heat on it, you know, start cooking it nice and slowly. We'll sear this guy. I'm going to keep an eye on the internal temperature, but we're going to start searing when it gets somewhere around 110 Fahrenheit. All right, we're about 10 minutes in. I'm sorry about the plane, but it is what it is. You can see we're definitely getting good heat. We're good. I'm gonna go ahead and sear it. All right, we're gonna cook this just like a steak. So we're gonna cook like this for, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. Turn it 45 degrees for some grill marks, flip it and do it all over again. Turn it 45 degrees. Not too bad. Went ahead and pulled it and put it indirect. You know, I did that just based on the color, the appearance that I'm looking for. I think that's perfect. Any more than that, and it's going to start to be a little bit more charred than I want it to be. So now we're going to just leave it there on indirect and take the temps up to just under 130. It's twice the size it was when I first put it on here. And we're not quite there. Just under 110. Gonna leave it indirect. Guys, we are about 35 minutes into this. So we're gonna take it off and let it rest. That fell right through there. Look at that. It just smells amazing. It looks amazing. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, man. It's got that smoky flavor. You see the smoke ring on it? That's amazing. Definitely all right to prep picanha as a brisket and slice it like this rather than slicing it prior to cooking it. So good. Make sure you give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll see you on the next video.